to Wallingford, to Bucktown, and throughout the world. This is Monsoon Live right here on YouTube. I am Jeffrey Monsoon Mysick. We're coming to you live from West Wing 3 from atop beautiful Lancaster Avenue here in Wayne, PA. Flow Ride with Wild One kicking us off on today's show. Couple quickies before we get into our show. I want to wish everybody a very happy and safe Easter and a very happy and safe Passover as this great holiday weekend has commenced. Also, a couple shout outs to a couple friends of mine on Facebook. First off, Mr. Travis Hartman, who's a boxer, freaking great guy. He lost a tough fight last week. Wanted to give a shout out to him. This was before our WrestleMania show. He's a great guy. Inspirational to a lot of the guys who follow boxing, who love the sport of boxing. He's friends with me on Facebook. Want to wish him all the best. Congratulations goes out to his brother Drew, who won his fight a couple times. I think like 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. We've been busy. Okay, what can I say? I'm sorry. And also a big shout out to my buddy Jarrell, who has a boxing match tonight. Good luck. Go for the knockout. Bring home a victory for the team. And we'll talk a little bit about him in our broadcast as well. And a big shout out to King Gabriel boxing event taking place in Las Vegas. So a couple shout outs and a big shout out to my buddy John Walton. Congratulations on the YouTube show that has just debuted. We're going to talk more about that as well. So a lot to cover. We got the news, the weather, WrestleMania, big blockbuster announcement concerning end of April. And let's just get right to it. Let's get to the weather forecast. And of course, as always, we said we're going to include weather in our show tonight in the Northeast, here in the Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey area. Mostly clear, low of 32. Tonight, Sunday, get outside, get the golf clubs. If you don't believe me, I got mine ready. I'm ready to go for some golfing. Get out there and have some fun. We are looking at a high of 60, perfect weather. Monday, even nicer, so play hooky on Easter Monday if you can. Partly sunny, high of 65. I know I'm going to get in trouble for that. Rest of the week looks like a rainy period, but temperatures in the 60s to right around 50, low 50s. So we're going to be in that nice little pattern. Lows right in the 40s. We might play with 70 on Friday, but more on that on the Monsoon Live Weather Report. And we want to thank everybody who's been a big sponsor of that. We just debuted that. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. The only days we don't do the weather report, obviously, when we do Monsoon Live. So, have you been following the news? I'm going to say right now, the news, there we go. We had to do some adjustment. The news has been very insane over the last couple of days. The flight 9, I'm going to probably mess up, 9525. Oh, no, I didn't. 9525. That crashed a couple weeks ago. Apparently, the co-pilot deliberately crashed it in. Suicide plot has been coming out. And they found some data where they said the passengers knew at the end. So, our hearts and all of our prayers and thoughts go out to the families and to everybody who's involved. And besides the families, I'm also talking about the investigators, talking about the people who are going through the rubble, the forensic guys, the mortician. Keep those guys in prayer. We always hear about the investigators, but there's also the people behind all those scenes that are just trying to help get these families some closure. So we want to keep them in prayer this week. Also, before I go any further with prayer, keep Pottstown in prayer. We've been part of that. There's been some violent issues. We're going to get into more on that in the next couple of weeks as well. I get all this stuff, folks. I get like 25 emails a day, and we sort through it. Anywho, we're having fun today. Also, big news story: Iran. A possible nuclear deal has been signed with Iran. A tentative deal. More will come by June 30th. Congress has to ratify that. Joe Hackett resigned, stepped down in the Pennsylvania, I believe, House. We want to wish Joe all the best. Mr. Hackett actually, in the Wayne Parade, goes right past here. So we're going to cover that. We want to wish him all the best as well. So a lot has been happening in the world of news, and want to quick before we go back to our WrestleMania, talk about WrestleMania article in CNN today, a couple days ago, or yes, whenever. President Obama has visited 49 states. He has to visit one, and he visits all 50, and that is South Dakota. And President Obama is going to probably plan to do that before he goes out. Now we got to talk about WrestleMania. What a freaking WrestleMania. It was awesome. WrestleMania this year from Levi's Stadium. I can say now I was 55% right. I can forecast the weather better than freaking call WrestleMania, but let's get to it. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro won the tag team titles. I won there. Big Show won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Sting lost to Triple H. By the way, classic, the NWO, DX Sting. Freaking awesome. It was a great finale. I loved it. It made the Monday Night Wars come back for one night. And then it ended. It was the NWO versus DX versus Sting versus Triple H. It was freaking awesome. Well done. Daniel Bryan won the IC title in the ladder match. AJ and Paige won their match against the Bella Twins. AJ just announced she was retiring. My boys, I get to say it's a trifecta. Undertaker won. Cena won. Freaking Randy Orton won. Great RKO. And of course, the main event. I called it, except for the part I thought Paul Heyman was going to turn his back on Brock. Didn't happen. But Seth Rollins wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Sequentially, Brock Lesnar was written off by suspension. So, that was WrestleMania. I'm excited about next year when he goes to the house that Jerry built, that Vince rebuilt. And that is Texas Stadium. So, great job to the WWE. Hall of Fame was freaking awesome as well. Macho Man, ooh yeah, got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Probably one of the best speeches. If you ever get a chance to hear a really good speech, look up The Genius, or just look up Macho Man Randy Savage Hall of Fame speech. His brother, Leaping Lanny Pavo, gave the speech as The Genius, which was one of his characters. Freaking awesome. It's just like, gave me goosebumps when I heard the speech. And I'm like, dude, I wish I could write that. And I'm going to achieve personally in my life. I'm going to try to go, and now it's the Kings on all them. Really great. It was freaking awesome. So if you get a chance, I encourage you to check it out. What a week it has been. We've been covering a lot of the new stuff, and we've been progressing. Let's talk about tonight in the world of sports. I don't know why this is not working. Thank you. If you get a chance on CBS, yes, CBS is airing boxing. As Endo Stevenson versus Baca in a 12-rounder for the WBC light heavyweight title. There's a couple other big fights on there. Big knockout boxing, King Gabriel versus Curtis Stevens, 7-round middleweight title as well. There's a couple good bouts there. But we all know what we're all going to be watching besides boxing. Wisconsin versus the mighty Kentucky in the Final Four, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be watching that. And we want to, hey, good luck. I'm rooting for Wisconsin to win. My boss, Corey, wants them to win. And I'm out of the picture on that one. So I want to wish them good luck, of course. My God, it's freaking awesome. We got all this going on. It's like, and I think Duke is Duke. I believe Duke's playing. Let's see, let's get a tournament as the. I love it. My computer is frozen. Okay, Michigan versus Duke at 6:09, and then Wisconsin versus Kentucky at 8. So I'm picking Duke versus Wisconsin. Let's see if that happens. I don't know. And of course, Phillies baseball is going to start up. Spring training is coming to an end, and we have opening day as well. which means you'll see a lot more of the Phillies. Wow, all that condensed. Another thing happened this week, besides as we get ready. The Doctor. As a lot of you know, I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. It just celebrated its 10th anniversary. It's the revised series. The one with Eccleston, Smith, Tennant, Petroy. They're all back. I mean, that's the new series. Came back for its 10th anniversary. So next week on the broadcast, the second half of the show will be devoted to Doctor. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, tune in for that as well. John, I want to talk real quick about a Hall of Famer member of our class. John Wallen has launched a web series. I got to see parts of it when we were doing the No Holds Barred interview. Freaking is amazing. I'm encouraging you guys. We're going to post it on the on our YouTube site and our Facebook as well. So please check out John's work. He is part of our staff here. He also is doing our No Holds Barred interview. With Allison, it was freaking amazing to do. I don't get to talk a lot about that because we want to air it, in its entirety, and we want you guys to see it. But it was freaking amazing. It was a great job working with them, and that couple big announcements. We can officially confirm this. I will not be here. End of April 30th. This chair is getting occupied. Well, not really occupied. It's evac. You're going with me. All of you. In spirit. We are going to Michigan. Battle Creek, Michigan. Alvea College. We're going to be visiting my buddy Jarrell. Going to get some stuff finalized for a big summer. Guys, I wish I could tell you what we are about to do at this year's summer event. Bash at the Bridge 2015 might be the biggest one we've ever done. We are currently looking at... we're going to hammer it out when we're out there in Michigan because we're going to be hosting the once-in-a-lifetime event. We're going to get into that as we gear up. So I got to get ready. Boom! Boom! Yes, I've been studying boxing and jiu-jitsu. We will get into that this summer as well. We'll talk more about that. So we are going out to Michigan end of April, going beginning of May, and then we have a full summer of great programming for you guys. That's it for us. Our show is done. I am excited. Great week coming up. Please stay tuned. Please support. Tell your friends about Monsoon Live. I'm going to just put that in the plug. Please tell your friends about Monsoon Live and encourage everybody to tune into this show. And the daily weather reports are huge. I do those out of my own volition. I love doing them. And we're bringing the weather back. This is the High Octane Show. If you never witnessed the weather done right, and I don't mean the high fancy stuff, I mean with dignity and finesse, you'll want to watch it here. It's called the Monsoon Live Daily Weather Report. We post them all the time. So, as the great doctor sends us off, you know what? Let's end it. Flo. We'll see you next week for Monsoon Live. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you for the weather reports throughout the entire week. But for now, from Wayne, PA, we are out of here, baby. Good luck in all you do this week. Be safe and let the party begin. Woo-hoo! We're out of here. Later days, guys. Yeah, I'm getting my groove on. Later.